Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Help channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about I-130 supporting document for a spouse, for a US citizen and a green card holder. If you are new to this channel, my name is Liman and I make videos for a family-based immigration to simplify the immigration process and give you a confidence to go through your immigration journey by yourself. First of all, I'm not an immigration attorney. I'm here to help you based on the information I have from USCIS website and also based on my experience with this form. If you find this video very helpful, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell, and give us a big like so YouTube can share the video with more people. So if you're ready, let's get started. The first thing you need is Form I-130, filed and printed and signed by the petitioner. As you can see right here, 6A must be signed with ink. Do not initial it or put your full name right here. It will be rejected. And also dated in the format month, day, and year. Now let's go to Form I-130A. It must be printed and signed by the applicant. Of course, must be filled first and then printed and signed by the applicant. If the applicant is abroad or overseas, 6A should be left blank. That's not a problem. You can leave it blank. Now let's go to proof of citizenship. Proof of citizenship, we have 4 forms of proof of citizenship. First one, it's a birth certificate if you're born in the United States and must be issued by a civil registrar, vital statistic office, or other civil authorities showing that you were born in the United States. Second, a copy of your naturalization certificate if you are a naturalized citizen, or certificate of citizenship issued by USCIS or the former Immigration and Naturalization Service, INS. Third is a copy of Form FS-240, Consular Report of Birth Abroad, issued by a U.S. Embassy or Consulate. Fourth is a copy of your unexpired U.S. passport. Fifth is an original statement from a U.S. Consular office verifying that you are a U.S. citizen with a valid passport. So now we talked about the proof of citizenship. You can pick the one that applies for your case. Now, if you are a lawful permanent resident, you will need a copy of back and front of your permanent resident card, which is Form I-551, and must be in one page. Do not put them in a different page. One page, front and back of your green card. If you have not received your green card yet, you must submit a copy of your passport biographic page and the page showing admission as a lawful permanent resident or other evidence of permanent residence status issued by USCIS or the former INS. Fifth is a copy of marriage certificate and must be translated to English if it's not in English. So all the form must be translated to English if they are not in English. 6. Legal valid record of name change. If either you or your spouse was previously married and the names were changed, you must submit a copies of official document showing legal name change. As you may know, in some countries, if you married, your last name changed. So if that's the case, you must submit a copies of official document showing a legal name change. And if they are not in English, they must be translated to English. 7 is a prior marriages certificate, if any. If either you were or your spouse was previously married, you must submit a copies of documents showing that each of the prior marriages was legally terminated. And if they are not in English, they must be translated to English by a certified translator. 8 is best evidence for a bona fide marriage. First one is a joint bank account, checking or saving. Spouse listed as dependent on a military document if they apply for you. Mortgage or lease. Shared bills like phone, like Ethernet, phone, anything that is shared bills. Health, life insurance, designations. If you have a health and your spouse is a beneficiary, that work as well. 6, birth certificate of a child born to the marriage is a good too. And if these documents are not in English, they must be translated to English by a certified translator. 9 is 2 identical colored photographs 2x2. If you are in the United States, it's 2x2, but if you are abroad, it's 5x5, 5mm by 5mm. So you must submit 2 identical color passport style photographs of yourself and your spouse if he or she is in the United States, taken within 30 days of filing this petition. And on the back, print lightly your A number, your name and A number on back of the photograph. Number 10, divorce or death certificate, if any. Divorce or death certificate if any previous spouses for both you and U.S. citizen sponsor. And if they are not in English, they must be translated to English by a certified translator. Filing fee, that's 11. As you know, the filing fee went up on 2025. Now the filing fee is $675 for filing by paper and $625 if you file online. The form of payment, you will need a credit card and attach G1450, personal checks, cashier's check, or certified check or money order. You have 5 forms of payment. The most important for checks or money orders, you need to pay to the order of. You must put it as it shows right here, U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Do not put right here DHS. It will be rejected. It must be a U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Make sure you write as you see it right here. Now, all documents, I already talked about that. Just I wanna emphasize this. All documents must be translated to English by a certified translator if they are not in English. Now, let's recap. I-130 supporting documents. You will need, of course, Form I-130 and I-130A filed and signed. I-130 signed by the petitioner and I-130A signed by the applicant if he or she in the United States. 3. If you are a U.S. citizen, submit a copy of an expired U.S. passport or a copy of naturalization certificate issued by USCIS or a birth certificate if you're born in the United States. 4. If you are a lawful permanent resident, submit a copy of your green card or a copy of passport biographic page if you did not receive it yet. 5. A copy of marriage certificate if either you were or your spouse was previously married. Submit copies of documents showing that each of the prior marriages was legally terminated. 6. 2 identical colored photographs 2x2 white background for yourself and your spouse and must be printed your name and A number. The filing fee is $625 online and $675 by paper. Make a check or money order payable to U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Now note, this is the most important part of it. The Form I-130 will be rejected in these cases right here. If Section 6A for the petitioner, which is I-130, is not signed or signed with a different color than black, your case automatically will be rejected. Just keep in mind, 6A on the Form I-130 must be signed with a black ink and do not initial it or put your full name. If you put your full name, it will be rejected. If you put your initial, it will be rejected. It must be signed with hand, with a black ink. 2. Incorrect payment or typo error on the form of payment. For example, if you submitted the old payment, which is $535, it will be rejected. It must be $675 by paper and $625 online. If you have a typo error in the form of payment, I just showed you a while ago, for example, if you put DHS instead of U.S. Department of Homeland Security, it will be rejected as well. Your case will be delayed if you did not submit the required evidence that work for your case. You must submit the required document or evidence that will work for your case. So this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, hit notification bell. Thank you, and see you in next video.